Have you ever wondered why sometimes you go to the grocery store and you come home so exhausted, or you are in your office and you're working just like you normally do, but some days are just tiring? It feels like you've been sucked dry. Today's episode is about checking in whether or not if you leak energy. And lots of people do. I do. I think it's a natural thing that happens when we're not fully fortified. And I'm going to talk more about that. I'm Danny Palacio, and welcome to a Waking Moment podcast. So, this is a topic that has been inspired by my father. So, I say that because he's been in the hospital this week and extremely anemic, very, very low blood count, low hemoglobin. And I've learned a lot about what all of that means. But it inspired this podcast because there was no known cause. He wasn't bleeding someplace where it was obvious to say, hey, there's blood there. I'm bleeding someplace. And that's what this episode is about. Trying to find those microscopic small places that you're oozing, that you're leaking, that you don't even know that it's happening because there's no pain, there's no visible sign, and energy is something that you feel, right? It's not blood where you can see. So, on that note, I want to help you with some questions about identify if you have a small leak, if you're oozing small bits of your essence, your energy out every day. And if there are triggers or situations that cause it to even maybe flow versus ooze. So I want you to take a deep breath in with me and a nice big exhale. And I want you to listen with your heart. And I want you to ask your body's wisdom, to take in these questions so that they're in your memory bank, so that when something happens, you think about the questions and you wonder. And if you get a general, that may have happened, that could have happened, I want to work on creating an energetic program for you that helps you cauterize those oozing, leaking places. So, first and foremost, what's your daily practice for sealing yourself in so your essence can glow and your light can shine and you can walk through the world, through your day with a gentle, collective connection and, I will say, web. Some people like to call it armor. I don't think it's armor. I don't believe you need to arm yourself with anything, but to be aware and sensitive that energy shifts and changes, it grows, it expands, right? And it also can shrink. And those are really important things. What we don't want is cracks, tears, oozing, places where energy is just kind of leaking out, because you own your energy. And that's just like daily responsibilities: washing your face, brushing your teeth, getting dressed. Check in with your energy. So there's a lot of different ways to address this, and I want it to be simple for you, something that you can incorporate into your daily practice. So in the shower, you can use salt, Epsom salt, or just sea salt, and rub salt in your soap and then rub it on your body and let it wash off. And that helps to purify, cleanse, clean. And the other one, when you're in the shower, is to just simply run your hands from the top of your head all the way down your body, all the way down your torso, past your hips, down your legs to your feet, and all the way back up. And that brings in an awareness of touch and energy. So in that touch, you're sensing, oh, this is my physical self. Do you ever walk in the world or walk in your house and bump into things like, on the corner of your elbow, or, there's your hip? Like, it's like you almost didn't know that your physical body was exactly where it is, and the corner or the wall or the desk or the chair, you thought you had more room, but all of a sudden you bump into it. If that happens to you, this technique of just touching the exterior of your physical self brings your awareness and energy into alignment, and you have a more contained package. You think skin is the thing that is your package, and that's true. And you can also create an awareness, an energetic physical awareness of where your body is and where it stops. The other thing you can do is, I love to use sprays and flower essence sprays, aromatherapy sprays, a combination of that. One of my favorites, which is really easy to find, is rose water. And it's so soothing to your skin, but it also smells nice, and it's a light mist. And so I'm going to hold up the brand that I use, and I will find a link for you in the summary notes if you want to get it. It's pretty much on Amazon. I know for sure because I order mine through that. But I've also seen it at grocery stores like Sprouts, New Seasons if you're here in Oregon. I would say Whole Foods, but I heard that Whole Foods was closing. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that. Anyway, this rose water spray is lovely, and you just literally mist it all over, and it is refreshing, and it automatically takes your energy and goes, and there's a gentle softness that comes over you energetically. So if you're having a bad moment, or some people are so sensitive that when they handshake someone, they can feel their energy like shifting, changing. So sprays are great for that. I have probably a half a dozen different sprays, and I encourage you to find something that works for you. The other thing you can do is, of course, use our beautiful crystal friends, holding them, putting them in your pocket, making sure that you have one in your purse or your wallet, definitely in the car. For the car, I want to just suggest that you all get an amethyst. It is very protective, very supportive for driving. But if you picked a crystal, and I'm not going to tell you which one to pick, because I really think that you'll know. Pick a color that you like, find a crystal that's that color. Or if you just ask your body wisdom, like, hey, I want a crystal that's going to help me stay all of me all the time. My energy is clean and pure. My energy doesn't leak out, and see what it says. And you can even probably Google what energy is great, what crystal is great for energy alignment, energy protection, energy expansion. Any of those words would work for finding something for you. And how do you know you are oozing? It's over the course of time, because it's not going to be 100% noticeable. So that's why I say, what's your daily routine? Because as you just incorporate it into your daily routine, then you're more set, you're more ready to go out into the world, to interact with different people. There's a lot of jarring news, right? And there are a lot of people with a lot of opinions and judgments. And if you find yourself tired, if you find yourself, I just don't want to talk to anybody, that can be very natural and normal. But if it's occurring over and over and over and over again, and you can't get yourself out of it, somewhere in you, in your auric energetic space, you got a little rip, you got a little tear, you are oozing out. And it's different. By the way, this is a different thing than sharing your energy with someone, right? We do that with people that we love, our children, partners, lovers. We share, exchange energies, and it's intentional. We want to give blessings. We want to give love. When someone is in pain or having an emotional moment, or just is grieving, we hug them, we touch them, we soothe their back, we comfort them. That's intentional. What I'm talking about, again, is the unintentional leakage of your energy. You want all your energy. You want to feel whole and complete and energized, right? And this is a very subtle nuance, but it is powerful. Again, back to my father. He had normal, quote unquote, normal levels according to his blood tests back in September and in November. And here we are, beginning of February. He went in for his normal labs, and I get a phone call from his doctor saying, you need to take your father to the ER right now. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'll do that. And we did, and he was extremely low in all of his blood tests type of things. And again, no visible, easy, identifiable indicators as to why or how he was losing blood. And so that's what inspired this podcast again. So I want you to think about, just like that, I want you to think about it from your energetic body perspective. Energetic hygiene, energetic care is important. And if you're not intentionally taking care of your energy, you're missing out on a vast resource of how to have a more aligned, joyful, positive, empowering life experience. So, daily routine. What can you do in your daily routine to help your energy? A couple other things. You can pray. Prayer works. Prayer is a high frequency vibration. It's your own tone, and set your energy as solid and like within, contained, no tears, no rips. And so a prayer as simple as, in this moment, I ask that the creator of all that is fortify my energy, heal, clean any tears or rips, holes where I might be unknowingly leaking, and let my energy system be fully intact so that I have my full resource of energy throughout my day. Done. I usually like to end it with a thank you. Let's see. Another one is when you wash your face. I know everyone usually washes their face once a day, if not more. And women put on creams, and maybe men do too. And in that, you can intend that this cream is not only softening and moisturizing your beautiful face, but it's also healing any rips or tears, any places you might be oozing energy you don't know. And I know it's just on your face, but you can intend it to be all over. Your whole energy body can intend to be cleaned, cleared, healed, and sealed. It really is about intention. If you haven't gotten that yet, it's about becoming more aware. Sometimes you're not going to notice it. Sometimes you're going to be like, oh crap, I got home and I feel like I lost something. I lost some part of me. I'm not as vibrant. I'm not as connected to my energy source. When you have energy leakage, it's like you're not plugged into the outlet. So the other thing you can do is stand in the sun. You can call upon source energy. You can use red lights. A lot of the natural kind of self-love, self-care methodologies out in the world right now that are popular, like red lights, is a perfect way to add energy and heal any rips, tears, any places where you might unknowingly be leaking energy. So I really hope that inspires you to find your unique way to ensure that your energy system is beautiful and intact, and that you're choosing when to give energy and when to receive energy, and that you're not just leaking energy like breadcrumbs throughout your entire world. You will end up exhausted. And then when you do, if that happens to you, take an Epsom salt or sea salt bath, add some essential oils, and soak and heal and clean and clear and just fortify that energetic body. Showers can work too, but I find that baths tend to work a little bit better, honestly. You can have an energetic remote session or in-person session with someone, get some Reiki. If you love crystals, put crystals all along your body and lay down and take a nap. That all helps. So I wish you a really lovely experience of stopping, categorizing any leakages of your energetic essence so that you, again, stay empowered, and it's your choice to give and receive energy. You don't want to become anemic energetically. You don't want to get so low on your own energy that you need an intervention. So add it to your daily care. I would love to hear. I'd love for you to share in the comments what you're going to do, or what you're going to try, or how this resonated with you. So please share. I appreciate all of you. I send you so much love and blessings. And until we connect again, thank you so much.